Today our topic is why reading will change your life. Reading is one of the most powerful tools we have to grow, learn, and transform ourselves. It is not just about passing time or enjoying stories. It is about opening doors to new worlds, new ideas, and new ways of thinking. When you read, you are not just looking at words on a page. You are engaging with the thoughts, experiences, and wisdom of others. This simple act can change your life in ways you might not even imagine. Let me explain why reading is so important and how it can help you become a better, stronger, and more inspired person. First, reading expands your mind. When you read, you are exposed to new ideas and perspectives. You learn about people, places, and cultures that are different from your own. This helps you understand the world better and makes you more open-minded. For example, if you read a book about someone who grew up in a different country, you start to see life from their point of view. You learn about their struggles, their joys, and their way of life. This makes you more empathetic and compassionate. You begin to realize that the world is much bigger than your own experiences. This understanding can make you kinder, more patient, and more tolerant of others. In a world that often feels divided, reading can bring people closer together by helping us see through each other's eyes. Second, reading improves your brain. It's like exercise for your mind. When you read, your brain is working hard to process information, imagine scenes, and understand characters. This keeps your brain active and sharp. Studies have shown that people who read regularly have better memory, focus, and problem-solving skills. Reading can even slow down the aging process of the brain and reduce the risk of diseases like Alzheimer's. So, if you want to keep your mind strong and healthy, reading is one of the best things you can do. It is a simple habit that can have a big impact on your mental fitness. Third, reading teaches you valuable life lessons. Books are filled with wisdom from people who have lived through challenges, made mistakes, and learned from them. When you read, you get to benefit from their experiences without having to go through the same struggles yourself. For example, if you read a book about someone who overcame great difficulties, you learn about resilience and determination. You see how they kept going even when things were hard, and this can inspire you to do the same in your own life. Books can also teach you about love, friendship, courage, and honesty. They show you what really matters in life and help you figure out what kind of person you want to be. In this way, reading can be a guide, helping you navigate the ups and downs of life with more confidence and clarity. Fourth, reading reduces stress. Life can be busy and overwhelming, and sometimes we need a break from our worries. Reading is a great way to relax and escape for a while. When you get lost in a good book, you forget about your problems and focus on the story instead. This gives your mind a chance to rest and recharge. Studies have shown that just 6 minutes of reading can reduce stress levels by up to 68%. That is more effective than listening to music or going for a walk. So if you are feeling stressed or anxious, pick up a book and let it take you to a calmer place. It is a simple and healthy way to take care of your mental well-being. Fifth, reading helps you grow as a person. When you read, you are constantly learning new things. This keeps you curious and open to growth. You might read a book that challenges your beliefs or makes you think about something in a new way. This can be uncomfortable at first, but it is also an opportunity to grow. Growth happens when we step out of our comfort zones and question what we think we know. Reading encourages this kind of thinking. It pushes you to explore new ideas and consider different perspectives. Over time, this makes you a more thoughtful, well-rounded person. You become someone who is always learning, always improving, and always open to change. Sixth, reading can inspire you to take action. Many books are filled with stories of people who achieved great things or made a difference in the world. When you read about their journeys, you might feel motivated to pursue your own dreams. You might realize that you have the power to create change in your life or in the lives of others. For example, If you read a book about someone who started a successful business, you might feel inspired to start your own. Or if you read a book about someone who fought for justice, you might feel called to stand up for what you believe in. Reading can light a fire inside you and give you the courage to take risks and chase your goals. Seventh, reading helps you communicate better. When you read, you are exposed to new words, phrases, and ways of expressing ideas. This improves your vocabulary and helps you become a better speaker and writer. You learn how to articulate your thoughts more clearly and persuasively. This is a valuable skill in both your personal and professional life. Whether you are writing an email, giving a presentation, or having a conversation, the ability to communicate effectively is key. Reading gives you the tools to do this with confidence and ease. Eighth, reading builds your imagination. When you read, you have to picture the scenes, characters, and events in your mind. This helps you develop your creativity and imagination. You learn to think outside the box and come up with new ideas. This is not just useful for artists and writers. It is important for everyone. Creativity is what helps us solve problems, innovate, and come up with new solutions. By reading, you are exercising this part of your brain and keeping it strong. Ninth, reading gives you a sense of accomplishment. Finishing a book, especially a long or challenging one, feels good. It gives you a sense of achievement and boosts your confidence. You realize that you are capable of learning and understanding complex ideas. This feeling of accomplishment can spill over into other areas of your life. You might feel more motivated to tackle other challenges, knowing that you have the ability to succeed. 10th, reading connects you with others. Books are a great way to start conversations and build relationships. When you read a book that someone else has read, you have something in common to talk about. You can share your thoughts, opinions, and feelings about the story. This can lead to deeper connections and friendships. Reading can also connect you with people from the past. When you read a book that was written hundreds of years ago, you are engaging with the thoughts and ideas of someone who lived in a completely different time. This creates a sense of connection across time and space. In conclusion, reading is one of the most powerful and transformative habits you can develop. It expands your mind, improves your brain, teaches you life lessons, reduces stress, helps you grow, inspires you to take action, improves your communication, builds your imagination, gives you a sense of accomplishment, and connects you with others. It is a simple act that can have a profound impact on your life. So, if you are not already a reader, I encourage you to start today. Pick up a book, any book, and see where it takes you. You might be surprised at how much it can change your life. Remember, the more you read, the more you grow. And the more you grow, the more you can achieve. So, make reading a part of your daily routine. Your future self will thank you.